Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Marvel Legends Squirrel Girl figure, which I suspect may go down in history as one of the least desirable figures they have released. I'm just guessing. I know there's a few people out there who want to complete teams and Squirrel Girl is part of the team, or maybe they just happen to like the character, but I'm guessing those people are few and far between. But even then, we have to consider the quality of the figure, and that's what we're going to do in this review. We're not going to worry about the character's popularity. That's just a little bit of a side note that I thought I'd mention. So let's go ahead and get this thing off the stand and take a closer look. This figure stands just about 6 inches, which makes it pretty close to, let's say, 15.5 centimeters. And the first thing I have to point out for this figure is that she doesn't have hands which allow her to ride her scooter properly. A scooter has handles that you're supposed to be able to grab onto. They didn't give us grabby hands. She does not have grabby hands, and the sole purpose of this figure is to go on the scooter. From a design standpoint, it came with a scooter. And she can't handle the steering wheel. She can't grab the handlebars, that's what I'm trying to say. That kind of thing is just mind-boggling to me. It's absolutely amazing that kind of thing is something that it gets passed through various meetings and is decided upon. Like, that's just nuts. Another thing that really stands out on this figure is the face. It doesn't look like the character at all, and it's not particularly well done. It's kind of strange looking. So there's that as well. The hair does have a little bit of a wash in it, so that looks pretty nice. Paints are overall fairly clean. We have a few issues here and there, but by and large, it's a decent enough job. I do think this giant turd coming out of her back, which I get it, it's a squirrel tail. It definitely could have been implemented in a better way. That doesn't look quite so much like she's making a giant turd. Maybe some shading, maybe a little bit more shape to it, a better sculpt. I don't know, it's a very soft sculpt. It looks a lot like a turd. Let's just leave it there. So right off the bat, it's very unappealing, and she doesn't have hands to ride the scooter with. So limited options are definitely the thing here. Not much you can do with this thing to make it worthwhile. But okay, so aesthetically speaking, I'll give it a 6. Having a giant turd coming out of its back does not look great. It just does not look like a squirrel tail. Also, they made her boots look like snow boots rather than just boots with fur at the top, so not a great thing. As far as accessories go, we have the scooter, which is essentially just Deadpool scooter in turquoise. It's a decent enough scooter. It's the same as before. Rubber tires are nice. It turns when you turn the wheels. And that's about it. Like I said, it's not exactly the same as Deadpool, but essentially it is Deadpool scooter. We do get the horn that snaps on there. It just popped off because it's not exactly well implemented. And then other accessories include some squirrels, which don't have really much detail on them at all. They kind of look like little chocolates, but there's a little bit of paint and that's okay. This one is posed like, I guess it's supposed to be running, but the way its legs are spread out like that, it looks a little bit like it's, well, I'm not going to get into it. So we have that. So accessory-wise, 5 out of 10. She can't ride the scooter properly, and the squirrels don't look great. All right, on to the articulation. The head is on your standard Marvel Legends type neck. It doesn't really have lollipop syndrome, so that's okay. You can rotate it around just fine. You get a little attitude. The hinge works. That is okay. Shoulders, whoa, they're very stiff. But they do go up better than horizontal, so that is just fine. Full rotation, that is okay. Bicep swivel comes down here at the elbow, which is just a single hinge. 90 degrees, pretty much, a little bit extra, I guess. Wrists have a swivel and a hinge. The diaphragm joint is actually pretty solid. It's not bad, it's pretty good. Floaty belt is floaty. The hips are the not good hips. They tend to pop off a lot and they are very gappy, but you get better than 45 degrees, so that's good going forward. Not as wide, not as far, and then they don't really go back at all. Thigh swivel is okay. Double jointed knee is okay. She's very gummy, by the way. Very rubbery, not a great situation. There is a boot swivel. Then you can bring the foot back. You can bring the foot forward, and you have a not good ankle rocker at all. But you can rotate it around, and that's okay if you want to put her in a dynamic pose. So articulation's okay. It's nothing special. I'll give it a 7. It's pretty average. But time for the final verdict. She can't ride the scooter without gripping hands. It's gonna look stupid. And the fact that they didn't do that, like, it sounds like a little thing, and it is a little thing. Except it came with the scooter and she can't use it. She can't grip it. That's just nonsense. Why doesn't she have gripping hands? Nonsense. Nonsense. Either they decided nobody was gonna buy it, so they didn't want to try, or they just didn't want to try. I don't know. Maybe the budget for Snake Eyes made it so they couldn't spend anything on this. I don't know, but I know that's not how it works. I'm just making a joke because Snake Eyes is awesome and this is a garbage figure. Overall, I guess not. Anyway, final verdict: 6 out of 10. She can't ride the scooter. The details are clean enough, I guess, but it mostly looks like she can't ride her scooter and has a big turd. And the squirrels look like chocolates. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you probably should. I have new videos up just about every single day and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.